So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and welcome back to another video. It is a Monday afternoon, October 6th, I believe. Yeah, we just got back from our backpacking trip up in the Allegheny National Forest. That was a great time with the gang up there at Minister Creek. We're back in our home area here. We're at Middle Creek Wildlife Management Area. Just going for a shorter, more relaxed hike today up, I believe it's called the Valley View Trail. We've been up here before, but I took it easy this morning. Let's just put it that way. Took it easy a little bit. We're gonna go for stretch our legs today. I gotta work on editing those videos from that trip. Did a bunch of things. Got some covered bridge videos done out there and some other things. Like a haunted cemetery too. So yeah, still it's a beautiful day. A little on the warm side for October, but that's gonna end soon. I think tomorrow's gonna be a little bit warm, and then this coming Wednesday, the highs are gonna be in the 60s for quite a while. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. But yeah, we're gonna be on the Valley View Trail. There's a nice little viewpoint up here. Nothing like what we saw on Saturday. There's an overlook there on the Minister Creek Trail. But up we go. Nothing like more recent hikes, but yeah. Maybe we should enjoy these next 2 days, or this day and tomorrow. It could be the last days up in the 80s that we get. Like today might be 82, tomorrow similar. That might be it. Again, the color change has not reached this area just yet. Maybe just a tinge. But when we were up in the Allegheny National Forest, I would say the colors were at peak, but they were changing. And those little flying gnats are a bit bad today, but their days are definitely numbered. Usually not even out here like in October, but these warmer days yet. But yeah, once the temperatures get for highs in the 60s, they're done. That's it for them. So you little boogers, there's one right there. Your days are numbered, literally. Maybe we should enjoy them these last 2 days. Or maybe not. Looks like they've definitely reblazed this trail recently too. Nice new white blazes. Not sure if they're always white, but yeah, brand new blazes. And after a backpacking hike, my regular day pack feels almost weightless. Feels like I'm not carrying anything on my back. Yeah, and to the viewer who gave me those bags of spicy jalapeno beef jerky, I took a bag of that to that backpacking trip. Bill Maxim, who organized that meetup, asked us all to bring a snack. I took a bag of that along. Just so you know, the guys absolutely loved it. That bag of beef sticks disappeared quickly. So even though it's not my favorite thing to eat, I got to share it with others and they absolutely loved it. So just wanted you to know that if you're watching this video, it got devoured. Yeah, almost to the top. Not a very big hill or mountain, whatever you want to call it. But we'll take a break up here on some of these rocks, I think. Yeah, it was also very kind of a relaxing time, that trip up to Allegheny National Forest. Kind of needed that. I was stressed out earlier in the week because of, you know, issues with my tooth that I was having to face. Got a little worked up about that, but Like I said, it is getting pulled. Friday, October 17th in the morning. They're yanking that one. It's still not giving me pain yet, but maybe a little bit of pain, but we'll get that yanked out. Just have a lot more peace of mind about that. And just like that, we're at the top. Whew. After 6 hours of long hiking. No, not really. Maybe 15 minutes, if that, to get to the top here. Yeah, I think this big rock here will make a nice little break spot. Yeah, I won't be sad when the little flying pests are gone. But yeah, you know, this is no Katahdin. This is no hiking, you know, backpacking in the national forest, but even these little hikes are good. You know, if this is all you can do, there's no problem with that at all. You know, just get out there and enjoy the outdoors. It doesn't have to be some big grand adventure. It can just be some local place near you that has, you know, beautiful trails in the woods. There's a little bit of road traffic down there, no big deal. You know, sometimes people get in their mind that they have to go to to super popular, amazing places. I mean, those places are cool to visit, but your local trails are also deserving of a hike too. I mean, I'm the only one out here today, and a little bit warm, but out here at the top, it's a cool breeze. Little bugs have left me alone for now, so, but yeah. Just get out there, folks. Just get out there and enjoy the outdoors. You know, you don't have to go hours from home. Like I said, if you can, that's great, but you can enjoy local trails too. You know, what are some things that'll be coming up on the channel? Kind of thinking ahead. I know I did what I didn't get to. I think earlier this summer I talked about a Ohio, Indiana trip where I go to do those high points and to visit. Was that Cuyahoga Valley National Park? That didn't happen. I was kind of thinking of doing that at the beginning of August, and I had the other tooth issues with that one wisdom tooth that needed to be taken out, which caused the other tooth I'm having taken out to go bad. Anyway, but yeah, so I didn't really get that trip done as the airplane flies overhead. But yeah, possibly maybe during Thanksgiving break, I'm thinking about going down to the Outer Banks, North Carolina. We used to go down there all the time as a family, but that's on my mind. And at Christmas break, I'm potentially planning to go to Florida for the first time. We'll see how that goes. I still just kind of cooking in my mind. But in college, I was 5 miles from Florida once. We went to visit the Okefenokee Swamp with some friends, but they had all been to Florida already, and they weren't too keen on going 5 miles all the way to get to Florida, so I listened to them. Maybe I shouldn't have, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, number of places I would visit on that trip. It wouldn't be just to Florida. I would potentially get to the high points of South Carolina and Georgia on that trip. Visit the Congaree National Monument. Well, it used to be Congaree National Monument, but now it's a national park. That's a cool place. And then go kayaking in the Okefenokee Swamp National Wildlife Refuge. I went canoeing there in college. That you can like kayak with alligators. It's an awesome place. And then maybe swing down into Florida to the Gulf there. Visit Manatee Springs Park. See the manatees. That might be cool. But yeah, I've got other places in mind too. But just some possibilities there. All right, well, let's continue on. Always a nice place to stop, take a break there. Even though it's not a super steep climb, it's just a nice spot to stop for a bit. Now we'll head this way towards the view. I think this is the view already. I forgot how close it was to where the trail comes up. It's a nice little view. There you go, the Valley View Trail. Only distance is the Blue Mountain. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, so just sit down here for a little bit on the one bench. I kind of took my main break back on the rock. Yeah. Alright. Nice little place to come to, though. I think I've been up here a number of times. Alright, let's continue on the Valley View Trail. We do hook up with some other trails up here. I think from here you can get to the Horseshoe Trail. We're not going on a Horseshoe Trail today, but you can access it from here. If I remember correctly, there's a connector trail from the Valley View to the Horseshoe. Like a green or a light blue blazed trail. Yeah, but soon the greens of summer will disappear. All that brief blaze of color, and then come the browns and the grays of winter. Maybe some white. I keep seeing posts on Facebook and stuff about how we might, get a lot of snow this winter. We'll see. I feel like they tell us that every fall. And then we end up disappointed. Yeah, here's those connector trails. So yeah, the Horseshoe Trail is that way. Yeah, it is like a blue blaze. See the one tree there, but we're gonna stay. Our Valley View Trail goes this way. You can also go, yeah, so this is that connector trail. It comes up here and continues that way too. Both take you to the Horseshoe Trail, but our Valley View Trail goes down this way. Good signage there. Yeah, somewhere around in here I built a shelter. Just a quick one. I was up here with some former students. I think I was filming down near the I forget what I was doing. Filming down near the ponds, and some of them drove by, mentioned that they were going to hike this trail. And we ended up just randomly building some shelters up here. I forget what me and the one built one over here somewhere. Everybody else was over here, but there's probably nothing left of them. Just kind of scanning the area. I think this is where we were. Somewhere in here. I think that was the last time I was up here. But now we start heading down. The long climb down. Oh my gosh, there's a guy in this. That is creepy. There's a guy in just his underwear up here. Well, that was unexpected. I'm not sure if you saw any of that on camera. I didn't want to film as I got closer, obviously, but just some dude. Caught a glimpse of him. A little bit more than a glimpse. I mean, he was basically wearing, a pair of thongs for underwear. Literally. I mean, I saw full cheekage and a lot more than I wanted to see elsewhere. As soon as he saw me, though, he put on like a pair of shorts. I'm not sure what was going on there. That is a first for me. I just walked right past him. I didn't say anything. Like, what in the world's going on there? I don't know. I thought this was going to be a nice little, let's go for a short little walk video, but oh boy. I'll just check the footage to see if you can see anything when I get home, but man, I kind of just want to get off this mountain now. I don't know, was he going to the bathroom? Or why would you have your shorts? He had his shorts completely off though, you know, like the shorts over his thongs. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's creepy. Let's get out of here. Man, I didn't say anything to him and he didn't say anything to me. He just kind of looked away from me as I walked past. So, all right. It's a warm day, but not that warm. Yeah, I'm not really filming a whole lot on the way down. I just want to get off. Something about that just was weird. I mean, you know, I saw him, he didn't have his shorts on at all, just his, you know, cheekage underwear. Like, what is going on? Like, then he saw me and quick ran for his shorts to put them on. So, like, what? I don't know. Was he taking a dump or? I don't know. But why would you do it right off trail there? I don't know. Was he just, I wonder, was he waiting for somebody too? Like, you know, what if I was a woman, you know, was he one of those dudes? I don't know. If you gotta do a dump or something like that, do it a little bit more discreetly off trail somewhere. I don't know what's going on there. The fact that he didn't have any other clothes, just his shorts too. But who wears that kind of underwear to go hiking, though? Yes, I am being judgmental, but I'm just thinking, like, hey, you can let me know in the comments if you do, if you want to. But, like, yeah, I don't really know. Even that just seemed kind of odd. If he was at the beach, you'd call that a Speedo, but I think what he was wearing was even less than that. That was just, that's what made it, I think that's what made it creepiest the most to me. Like, why are you wearing something so skimpy like that? Just out here, I don't know, that was just, I just never saw anything quite like that on the trail. But yeah, that must be his truck right down there. What a great truck. So anyway, well, we're gonna let that go. Now I'm eager to get home and see the footage, like how much of that did I catch on camera? Because initially I wasn't trying to film him, I saw some movement. I was like, oh, it's a dude, and I was like, oh, he's like not wearing practically anything. All right, like I said, let's let that go. So we're gonna down here to the dirt road. And I just gotta walk a little ways back up to the where I'm parked up there. Goodbye, overlook and creepy thong dude. All right, but I think that'll be it for me, folks. Just about back to where I parked. The bugs are driving me nuts here at the end. And there's creepy, half-naked dudes in these woods. So I'm gonna head home. Here's the traffic too. All right, thanks for coming along, folks. Trying to become an odd video, but thanks for coming along, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.